Okay, tonight we're going to look at a couple of examples of piecewise functions. First, I have f of x is equal to 3x plus 2 for all values of x less than 4, and x squared plus 1 for all values greater than or equal to 4. To evaluate a piecewise function, you first need to be given a value. Today I want to evaluate f of 5. I need to then look at my portions of the piecewise function to determine which portion I will have to use for this value. 5 happens to be greater than or equal to 4. It fits within this portion of the domain, so I'm going to be using only this section of my piecewise function. I'm going to rewrite that. So f of 5 is equal to, and I'm going to have my x squared plus 1. And then I'm going to substitute my 5 into this portion of the function. So it's really equal to 5 squared plus 1. Simplifying, I do 5 squared, which is 25, add 1, and I get a final answer of 26. Now if I had given f of negative 3, I would take a look at my piecewise function here and determine that negative 3 falls within this domain, or this part of the domain of our piecewise function. So then I would only be using this portion of the function to solve my answer. So that I'm going to write down 3x plus 2, and I'm going to substitute negative 3 for my x value. 3 times negative 3 plus 2. And simplify. Let's multiply first to get negative 9 plus 2 and have my final answer of negative 7. Think of a piecewise function like you've been given multiple cars but only one key. Your one key will work in one of these different cars or pieces of the function. You're not going to use both of them to solve for your answer. Let's take a look at a second problem. F of x is equal to these three portions. Negative 1 if x is less than or equal to negative 2. Just x if your x value is between but not equal to negative 2 and 2. Or negative x plus 1 if your value is greater than or equal to 2. So let's evaluate for f of 3. Again, take a look at your piecewise function and determine where this 3 falls into our categories here. 3 is in this major category right here. It is greater than or equal to 2. So I'm going to use this portion of my piecewise function to solve for my value, the opposite of x plus 1. So I'm going to substitute the opposite of 3 plus 1. The opposite of 3 is negative 3 plus 1, so my final value is negative 2. Again, this is the solution if your x value is equal to 3. You will not substitute 3 into each portion, just the portion that it matches with.